So let's react to this Kendra G video.
Hello.
We need light,
Let me mute
honey.
my TV, girl. Let me mute my TV.
Okay, mute your TV and give me some light.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, that's better. All right, you
That's
ready?
better.
Okay, you ready. What's your name,
Mm-hmm.
love?
Trina.
Trina, where you calling me from?
I'm calling from Houston.
This your first time here?
Yes.
Yes. How old are you, Trina?
How you doing? How you doing, girl? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing, girl?
I'm okay. Thank you.
Good. Trina, how old are you again?
I'm 48.
Okay, you look good for 40. I wouldn't have said
48. I've said this before, and I will continue saying it. Okay? As women get older, they become bigger red flags. Why? Why did I say this? Dating for women is easy. It is so easy. It don't matter if you're young or old, fat or skinny, ugly or pretty, whatever. It really don't matter. You will always get men that will want you. There will always be men that will want you. Want you for sex, of course. Want you for relationships. Hell, maybe even want you for marriage. There will always be men out there that will want you for that. So, why is it so easy yet women are still single? Why? I got these two main reasons, right? One, women are attracted to and attract terrible men. So that's why they're constant failures of relationships. Now, two, they're probably hard to deal with. So as women get older, right, and they're still single as ever, they get more set in their ways. So it's their way or the highway. So it's very hard for them to uh, cooperate with men. You know, very hard for them to follow men's leadership. So really, it's very hard for them to deal with men or men to deal with them because of their personality, because of their mindset. So it's just it gets. This is the thing, right? It is a bigger red flag because they get harder to deal with, and there's less value. You don't get a whole lot more, right? Definitely. I hope she's not asking for marriage because he can't even get kids from you. So what's the point of even marrying you when he can't even get kids? So it just gets bigger and bigger red flag as women get older because it's just there's very little benefits.
48.
Thank you. This is no makeup girl. Thank you.
Okay, okay.
She looks average, if not below average, right? So Kendra is a joke, right? It's a joke because she looks average, if not below.
Trina, what do you do for a living, mama?
Well, I'm a nurse and different specialties. Right now, I'm focusing on dialysis, apheresis, and peritoneal.
Okay, do you have any children?
I have one son.
One son, how old is your son?
He's 25.
25. What you do for a living?
I'm a nurse.
Oh, you told me that. That's my fault.
It's
What's your son's
okay.
25? Have you ever been married? Have you ever been married?
Never married.
Okay. What's your zodiac sign, Trina?
I'm a Cancer.
Cancer. So we got
Mm.
Trina Houston, 48, Cancer, a nurse, and a specialist. One son that's 25. All right, boo. What kind of man you
And this is the thing, right? I think Kevin Samuels or other men have always said the big red flags are nurses. How they are predominantly still single later on in life. You gotta find some correlations, right? There's a lot of nurses that are single. Why do I think that, right? Why possibly that is the case? Well, I think they represent such a hard to deal with. They represent what I just said, the two reasonings, right? They're attracted to or they attract terrible men. i.e., maybe men that's not into commitment, right? Not men want to commit with them. Maybe they deal with doctors, right? Or, you know, and doctors may not see a whole lot of value in committing with these women. Or they're just hard to deal with because, right? Like I said before, nurses predominantly do well and they do well financially, right? So there's not that many men that will financially compare to these women. And then the men that can compare, well, they won't really find a whole lot of value in being with these women.
Before.
I'm just looking for a good man that's not about the games. Know exactly what their intentions are, and not all about lying and doing all kind of craziness.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Um, Lying, cheating, and just foul behavior, hoish behavior. I don't have time for that.
Hoish behavior. No hoish behavior. Okay. Should he look a certain way?
Um, Tall, dark, and handsome. Like Slim
Mm.
Fine. I like Slim Fine. Don't be all over the place.
You slim fine, Trina.
I'm fine.
How you fine, right? The ego, the narcissism, right? You're fine, really? Hmm. This is that I think that's another um, problem with modern day dating. The ego on women is insane. The ego. Fine, really? I mean, let's say this, right? Where's your where's the life that represents that you're fine, right? Like are men knocking down your door because you're 48 and still looking for one? Really? Are you fine? I mean, no one's just wifed you up, so you ain't that good looking. This is the thing where women, where reality, where life will show you your where you stand. Okay? Fine women, right? Good women. Really good looking women or really good women, they get wifed up. Right? They get men that wants to be with them. Men that will do what they can to lock these women down. You're 48 and on a single show. The ego.
I think I'm kind of slim. Girl, I ran track. I played volleyball, you know what I'm saying? Scholarships all over the place, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah.
You're 48. Scholarships? You ran volleyball and stuff? When? 20 years ago? Right? 30 years ago? You want to equate this, all these things when you were young? That's what you want to, you know, think about?
But a little more thicker than I used to be.
Okay, so the man can't be thick.
Yeah. Slim fine. Slim fine.
Okay. Men gotta be slim fine. We'll get to the Kendrick kid soon. What is he gotta make a certain amount of money?
At least make as much as me or more than me.
So what's that minimum?
Minimum 100K a year.
Minimum 100K a year.
Hmm.
Then okay. So we got Trina.
That's the thing, right? This is the insanity of women. So let's take out, a slim, fine man, right? Tall, dark, and handsome, okay? Which every woman is asking for. Definitely every black woman is asking for that. So that's already a rare man. Let's look at this too. Another woman asking for 100K man. No surprise there, right? No surprise. Another woman is asking for a rare man. Just the finance, right? Right there is already rare man. Like I said, men that make 100K or above, right? It's about 15% of the US population. About 15, right? That's already rare, right? So this is the thing where average women are asking for rare men. And that's only one area. Okay? That's only in one area, finance. So now add to the fact that it's gotta be black, tall, slim fit, good looking. What is that? 5%? If that? Is the thing, right? But there's no difference. There's no difference to every other woman asking for the same man. So, if every woman, hypothetically, let's say that's me, right? It's not, but hypothetically, that's me. If every woman is asking for me, what's that thing? What's that making me think? Okay? How am I supposed to think about that? I'm highly wanted. If every woman is asking for that one, that very few men, right, that can reach, slim, fine, tall, 100K man, and that's only a few qualifications. We're not asking for even more. If so many women is asking for that rare man has so many options because practically every woman is asking for him. What do you think that kind of man is going to be like?
Houston 48, nurse specialist, one son, that's 25. And she wants a man slim, fine, tall, dark, and handsome. Let's do the Kendrick Cam.
Oh, let me take this out. I got girls. It's kind of chilly out here, so I had to put my little sweater on. Hold on, let me see.
Okay. Ooh, you got body, Trina. But you gotta share. Ooh, look at that booty.
Girl, I be up in here working out, Kendra. What you mean? When you start getting close to 50, girl, you got to get your body like you want it before you cross that border. You know what I'm saying?
I understand. You have to work out, definitely. Okay. Um,
But she's still chunky, right? I mean, again, she's not obese. She doesn't look. I wouldn't call her obese, but she still looks chunky. She's definitely chunky in the face. And she's asking, like, look at this, right? Here's the thing. I'm not saying that she has the worst figure in the world. No, right? But you got to think. You are asking for a rare man. Top 1% of man. Here's a man that's top 1% that practically all women is asking for. So, he can get you, obviously, because that's what you want. But he can also get a woman that's slimmer, that looks better, that's even younger. She's 48. 48. Okay? That man who's highly desired can get a woman that's 28. Can get a woman that's 38. He can get a woman that's younger. This is the thing where women seem to not understand. How does a man benefit from you, from being with you, when he has other women that also wants him, right? How can you be more valuable to him than, let's say, a 28-year-old woman would, or a 38-year-old woman would, right? How can you be more valuable? Because look at this, right? Let's say just looks wise. Well, I'm pretty sure a 28-year-old woman would have a better banging body than she does, and probably a better looking face. Maybe even a 38-year-old woman, right? So really, looks wise, she's average, right? Body, I know a lot of black men like those the chunky, big booty times, so that's fine. But I mean, again, he can find that in many other packages, younger packages. This is the thing where women don't understand. You ask for rare men that are highly desired. So you got to think, what do you offer this rare man that other women don't? And you wonder why these women are chronically single, because really they don't offer anything better than younger packages, right? They don't offer anything better than other kind of women. They don't.
everyone in this 100K child, and this is not saying that you will not have this. Have you ever dated a man that dated that amount of money? I mean, amount of money.
That what?
Have you ever dated a
That
man
didn't make
that?
that amount?
No, no. Have you? Do you normally date men that make 100K or more?
Pretty much, yes.
Oh,
Back in the
okay.
day, it didn't matter that much because I wasn't making that much.
Okay. But now You do date men that make the same amount as you, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. So what's up with those guys?
Okay, I've been having to just curve them straight to the left because I just had to like two of them just recently. One of them was playing in my face. You know what I'm saying? Don't be playing in my face. You sitting up there, you talking to this, that, and the third, and then you coming to me and saying you're done with this situation, but I'm finding out that you hadn't. So okay, don't play in my
Well, you
face. So
finding
now
out?
I
You
gotta
finding
dismiss
out
you.
what? Wait. You found out what?
That he's still rocking with old girl. You know, it's like, but I'm not in no competition thing. But you telling me that it's just me.
You ain't in a competition thing. You're asking for a highly desired man. So really, yes, girl, you're gonna have to compete. Like this is the thing where women seem to not be able to grasp. They think that there are men out there that want me, so I shouldn't have to compete for the men that I want. See, that's the insanity of women. Women expect men to compete for them, but for them to compete for men, that's insanity. But then you wonder why these women are chronically single. Okay? You wonder why.
And just me and that's it. But that's not what I got. So
How
I
did
had to
you find?
curb
So
him.
was he? Were you guys in a relationship or a situationship?
It was the beginning of what had didn't develop because
So
he was still dipping and
no, it's a clear.
dabbling.
It's a clear question. Were y'all in a committed relationship?
He wanted commitment, but I didn't see it
So one more time. Were you
because
guys?
he still want to play. He still want to play.
Okay, let me ask the question one more time. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I don't know.
I
Maybe it's a
heard
confusion.
you.
So
I heard
what's
you
it's
fully.
a yes or no answer.
I wasn't trying to be committed to somebody that couldn't be committed to
So
me.
how did he cheat
So
on you or lie if y'all
he
wasn't in a
he,
relationship?
he wanted to be in a relationship with me,
But
but
okay,
he was
but you're
still
saying
he
that you
still
were
had
in.
he still hadn't resolved his previous whatevers.
Right. Okay, so y'all were
So
not in a
there's the
relationship.
lies, the lies. That's where the lies came in.
So he had another girl, but he was trying to be in a relationship with you.
Yes.
So one more time, let me ask this question. Maybe I'm not asking the questions clear enough. Have you ever been in a relationship with a man that makes 100K?
Yes.
And this is the guy we're talking about?
No.
So what happened to that guy?
That just fizzled out, and it's like he started moving different.
Okay. So is that a requirement? If the man made 70,000, that would be too low.
Mm, I don't know. I don't know. It just depends on what he do with his 70K.
Okay, so 70K, you're not out of consideration, but we have to know more details.
Mm,
What's the
I
plan?
work hard. I work hard for my money. I appreciate.
Yeah, it's your money. That's the thing. Who cares? Who cares what you do? This is the this is why it's like these women, they shouldn't anger me, right? They shouldn't anger me, but it just does, right? It just does. These women are just absolutely just utterly infuriating. Okay? You see her attitude, all right? For men, she looked down on men. Let's say, and she was looking down on, Kendra said, right? If the man wasn't as good, slim fit as she thinks, right? Would she not want him? Her attitude was looking down on those men, okay? Now, if the man makes 70K, 70K is an above average man. That's why I think this is disgusting, okay? 50K is average. Anything higher than that, that's an above average man. Above average man. And yet you have the audacity, the entitlement, right, to look down on those type of men. This is the thing where it absolutely infuriates me because there are men out there, good men, okay, that are above average in at least finance wise. And then women like this look down on those men. It infuriates me. It does. And then women like this say there's no good men out there. Because women like this will only deal with men that kind of fits her qualification. And yet, she can't even make a relationship work with a man that supposedly fits her qualifications. Right? So it's like women are just constantly effing up, and yet they don't care. And then they blame men for it. It's just like, this is why I said, right? The expectations women have on men. They want any man that they want to be perfect. Absolutely perfect. Tall, dark, handsome, slim, muscular, makes over or 100K. And that's just talking about a man that's moral, that has principles, that's intelligence, that can have a conversation, that's emotionally intelligent, you name it. And this woman is 48. This is the thing. Women ask for perfect men. And yet, what did these men, these supposedly perfect men, get? A 48-year-old woman who is chunky, has an attitude, looks down on average men. So really, this woman this ain't a ride or die chick. This woman, if you have failed, right? You think this woman will stay by your side? Because even a 70K she looks down on. So really, imagine you got broke. Imagine you lost your money. This woman will leave you in a heartbeat. This is what infuriates me, right? With women right now. Because I know so many good, average men. And these men are like morally sound, right? Great principles, wants relationship, wants to treat women well. And yet, these women just look down on these men. Right? They look down on these men because they're stupid, crazy expectations, which they don't really qualify for. Right? These women don't qualify for, because you know this, if they qualify for what they want, they will get what they want. They don't.
Ain't a man that does the same.
Okay, I understand. Everybody wants this man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, let's keep going. What was your last relationship, Trina?
I would say about 5 years ago.
5 years ago. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
That question always, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. But I can answer it. It really doesn't matter. It's been 3 years.
Okay. Are you waiting for? Are you on a celibacy journey, or are you just waiting to be in a relationship again?
I'm not trying to be celibate. That's just where it has ended up.
Okay. Because the men aren't coming correct for a relationship.
They are the ones that I've came across. They are whack. They are whack. They had me stay in the house Sunday because Saturday. Now I'm gonna just tell you real quick. I'm I'm at this little spot. It's really nice, and I'm dancing with this guy, and he's feeling all over me and stuff. And I'm trying to put his hands where they supposed to be at. You know what I'm saying, above my waist and stuff. So this fool gonna take my hand and put my finger in his mouth. I almost punched him in the damn face. Do you understand me? I almost punched that fool in the face. That really
Who? What
pissed
man
me
is
off.
this? This is the guy
That
you
really
was dating.
pissed me off.
I can receive that. So this happened this past Saturday.
Yes,
So
yes.
this a random guy you were dating, or you just happened to meet?
No, just met him at this little spot, real live, nice live band. Everything was
Okay.
like grown and sexy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the audacity. That's why I was like, man, let me go sit my butt in the house for a few days because this is too much. This is too much.
This is the thing, right? Where women don't understand. That's what you qualify for, right? That's what you qualify for. Men of a certain standard, right? The supposedly rare, high value men like practically every woman so desires, they see no value in you. What the men that see any value in you is only for sex. That's the thing. Women like this, her only value to these certain types of men is only sex. Especially her view of like the tall, dark, and handsome men, right? They don't see any more value in you. This is the thing where women's value increases in their mind because of their money increases. Right? That's what women think. Oh, my money, I'm making 100K. I must be a high value woman. I must deserve a high value man. No. Because those men see very little value in you, and practically the only value they see in you is sex. That's it.
And then he thought he
Okay.
was gonna walk me to my car. No, bro. No, you can go. You can go ahead. And he's like, I'm gonna see you again. I'm like, Lord, please no, please no.
Okay. Now I could agree. That's a little too much. Putting my finger in your mouth, like what in hell? So you live,
Mm,
oh, you live in Houston. So you feel like the men in Houston aren't rising to the occasion?
not at all.
Not at
Not,
all.
at least the ones
Okay.
I'm coming across. No.
And that's really what it always comes down to, child. And the men that you're attracted, y'all know I believe in the law of attraction more than anything in life. So that's what, and all you could do, and the reason I believe in law of attraction because it actually gives you the power. Because as you make changes, you attract different types of people. But I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. You have a lot of. I'm assuming you're very straightforward and vocal. So I believe you will say what's on your mind.
I don't
Do you have
hesitate.
Do you have any men friends that tell you about men like that and what they desire?
I mainly talk to family. Like I got a cousin. We're like this close.
Is
So
he
and my brother.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay. What does he say?
So
What advice does he give you?
he told me stop going to bars and stop hanging out at live band spots. But I don't go to clubs or whatever. But he say stop going there. He said go to Home Depot, and then what else he said? Just
Hmm.
little happy hour places where guys they pop their head in and then they pop their head out like they're not really just there just to they just trying to see what they can see or whatever and then go home.
That's actually really good advice. And I think that all women, this is why I say that y'all need to get y'all either some married mentors, relationship mentors, and definitely men who y'all say y'all want to date mentors, because actually that's really good advice, and I understand what he's saying. Home Depot, that's where a lot of men be at, right? So, and
Mm-hmm.
these are men that like to use their hands. These are men who don't mind putting stuff together. So that would be a definitely a good suggestion. And then happy hours, yeah, like these are men, particularly with jobs, want to unwind real quick in the daytime. That was some
Mm-hmm.
good advice. I'm happy. I'm happy. So take that advice.
Yeah.
Take that
That was
advice.
my cousin. I'm his
Yeah.
matron of honor next month in his wedding.
I
So
love this even
I'm
more.
gonna
He's
be I'm
getting
probably gonna be
married.
like this. I'm gonna be like this here at the wedding.
No, listen, I love that. Here's the deal. In all sincerity, I want as many of you guys to find your somebody as much as possible. So a lot of times when I say stuff, I'm saying stuff that either I got from married individuals, relationship individuals, or men. And a lot of the
Mm-hmm.
information, because y'all want tall, dark, and handsome, I talk to these men all the time, and I try to give y'all the information back. But I think all women, I think your cousin is it gave you some solid advice, and I say do those things. Go to Home
Mm-hmm.
Depot. Don't look like a hoochie mama. Look cute, like how you have on right now. Have on your workout
I
outfit.
always stay covered up. I always stay covered up, dress respectfully. And then my cousin like, but cause you got them curves and stuff, you can't really cover that. I say, but it's not like I got everything just hanging out. I'm still covered up or whatever. I can't do nothing about that.
Okay. All right. So why would a guy be lucky to be? But did I ask you your three flaws?
You didn't ask me my free flaws.
Okay. What are your three flaws?
Sometimes I overthink things, and I'm working on my patience as well. And sometimes I expect things that I really don't communicate to the guys. I'm working on that too.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Well, I mean, I'm smart. I'm nice. I can be sweet if you allow me to be. I'm an educated
Allow you to be sweet? Okay.
woman, well rounded, was raised in the hood. You know what I'm saying? So, I know street, I know book, the whole package. So, I cook very well, thanks to my mother. So, yeah,
Okay.
I think any man would be absolutely lucky. I just hadn't came across him yet. So,
All right.
You're 48. It's like, this is a thing where women, it's like, just like how they overestimate their looks. You're 48. I mean, you're not a virgin. You've dealt with men. You have a child. Obviously, you dealt with men. And yet, at 48, you have yet to dealt with a man that has stayed. So how this is the thing where I'm fascinated by, if you're so amazing as a woman, why does not a single man last through the test of time with you? That's amazing.
And Trina, what's the age range you would date? You're 48.
I would say 38 to 52, maybe. Yeah.
Okay, 48 to 52. Should he be in Houston?
He has to be here because I don't play them games.
Okay. Do you mind if he has kids already?
He can have kids. Hopefully they all grown and gone, but it's cool.
All right, let's do it. So we got Trina Houston, 48. She's a nurse, a specialist, one son that's 25. She wants you slim, fine, tall, dark, handsome, slim, fine. Desire is at least 100K. I talked to her about 70K, and we got a, I don't know, like, it was
Why you
like,
gotta
I mean,
downplay?
70K? What are you doing with your life for me to do?
That's what I said. Whatever he's doing with the 70K.
Okay, we got to know what you're doing. All right, how can the guy reach out to you?
That's why women are jokes. Women are jokes. Okay. Now I get a lot of, I guess, backlash or whatever, that women like, or people are saying like, why am I? It seems like I'm attacking women. No, it's not. It's not me attacking women. It's me talking about the hypocrisy, the delusion of women. It's Here's the thing, right? Like what Kendra said, right? Wanting every woman to not have their own. Every woman won't. There are more women than men out there. Okay, more women than men. And most women find most men unattractive. So even though there's more women than men, there will still be a lot of men that has no women. Okay? So it shows you that these women, they are the problem. There are plenty of men out there. It's just that you don't want them, which is fine, right? You don't. It's fine that you don't have to pick just any man. But this is the part where I find it delusional, right? Where I find the insanity of it, where women like this don't qualify to say that there's no good men out there, right? They don't qualify for it. They don't qualify to say that because they have these weird expectations on men that will automatically disqualify good men because, yeah, maybe he does make 70K, but she wants a 100K man. Maybe he's a bit shorter, but she wants a tall man. Maybe he's not as muscular, but he's just like scrawny. That's the thing, right? I don't know. I just think that's idiotic.